Hello, and welcome to this week's Prepare Your Shelf. I'm Adriana, and I'm a bookseller at the Grand Rapids Schulers location.
I'm Sadie. I am also a bookshelfer at the Grand Rapids Schuler Books location. I'm so good at my job.
You're amazing.
Adriana, do you have a book recommendation for me?
You bet your sweet gothic horror vampire loving self I do. So this week we have Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab coming out. And it is literally about toxic sapphic vampires. So happy Pride, everybody. I unfortunately don't have the book with me, but we're gonna roll with it. So I feel this book is just very Sadie coded. If you've ever seen her Rex on TikTok or on our Instagram Reels, yeah, this is very much her. But so it's essentially just like an overall story about hunger, and I think I could make the argument that it could count towards like vampires could count towards like the whole cannibalism as a metaphor for love, which
One of my favorite tropes.
yes,
Yeah.
one of my favorite tropes too. Like it's
Yeah.
just it's very delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Good pun there.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. So it's just in these three female vampires and how they turn, and it's through different times. So there's I think the first one that turns is in like the 1500s, then the 1800s, and then the next one is in 2019. And in the summary, I think this is the thing that got me, because after introducing every character, they say this is a story about insert blank. And one of them, I believe, is the one from the 1500s. Nope, 1800s. It says it's a story about rage. And I, for one, am excited to learn about that so I can rage as well.
Mm-hmm. It's never a bad thing to rage.
No, we gotta love female rage, right? So I'm very excited for it. And I know you guys will be excited for it too. This is a very popular book, by a very popular author, but you just might not know it comes out tomorrow. So here we are.
And I have a recommendation for you, actually.
For
So,
moi,
friend of mine, I know that you are a big fan of sports romances. And I know also that you just eat up the soulmate AU.
maybe
Or
not.
not the AU, the trope. So coming out this Tuesday, we've got a book called Backhanded Compliments. I'm covering the author's name up. There we go.
Lovely tennis pun there.
Yeah. Happy Pride, everybody. Tennis lesbians. How
How many times can we say Happy Pride?
many times can we say Happy Pride, Happy Pride, Happy Pride?
Happy Pride.
So like I said, the soulmate trope is in here. So their soulmate's name appears on their wrist when their soulmate is born. So it's called a soul mark. And then when you touch your soul mark darkens. Ooh. So these two hate each other, and they just can't stand each other. You know, as competition
Ooh,
so often
even
goes.
better.
I know, right? Like there's competition, there's snark, there's heartbreak.
Give me that banter, please, and thank you.
There you go. I know. Happy, like, 10-month early birthday.
Thank you.
So if you're looking for a really good sports romance with lesbians in it, and also tennis, and also a fun little soulmate AU, this book comes out on Tuesday. Maybe just give her a gander.
Just give her a look.
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Yay. All right, so this next book is Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. And I believe it is a debut fantasy romance. And I know we're not supposed to judge a book by its cover,
But we do.
But we do. And we also can admire the gorgeous stained glass inspired cover for this book. Just had to point that out because it's absolutely gorgeous and stunning. And so it's about Vasily, who was a dancer for the King of the West until she got framed for murder and thrown in the dungeons. Womp womp. 2 years later, he decides, he's like, hey, would you be my spy for this royal gathering that's going to be lasting for a little over a month? And once that's done, I can give you your freedom. And she's like, okay, sure. But each task that he has her do just gets more and more dangerous. And it's just, ooh, 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 ooh.
Delicious.
Right?
Yeah.
So then she's now getting worried. And she's, you know what? I'm going to go to his brother, the King of the East. And turns out they have a rivalry. And because of this, it intensifies. And there's even more betrayals and more secrets. And it's ends up coming down to like how much of her soul is she willing to give up. And I find that very intriguing. And also, I do want to point a comment while I was reading this summary. The one of the first times I was like, why does this feel like a gender bent wicked love triangle? Just a tiny bit. Like, what do you mean there's these two kings of different directions who have someone who's a dancer, wink wink, in between them?
Adriana, try not to bring up Wicked challenge. Impossible. I love you.
Oopsies. Love you too. Anyways, what's your next book?
Anyway, happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride.
So this next book, and I forgot to say the author for the last book, so Backhanded Compliments is by Katie Chandler. Give her a gander. And then this book, which is You're Safe Here by Leslie Stevens. So this one is, and maybe this will be like a hot take, and maybe this is totally way off. I'm kind of getting like...
Sadie's hot take is actually just a lukewarm take, really. Anyways, continue.
This book is giving Wall-E meets Black Mirror. So, okay. It's 2060.
Lukewarm take.
California, decimated.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, dear God, indeed.
2012?
So, maybe, just might be. Okay, so the Well Pod is this new up-and-coming critter. It's not a critter. It's a wellness retreat. It is a floating personal paradise. It is made to kind of like cater to the individual person, and it's out on the ocean because, reminder, California decimated, so we're going out on the ocean. So Maggie is pregnant, and she's and she's also recovering from trauma that happened years ago. Her partner is a little bit absent, and Maggie also, and this is on the back, this is not a spoiler, the child isn't her partner's.
What? You're kidding.
So then she wins a place on a wellness pod, or a well pod, and she's like, you know what, I could use 6 weeks of rest and relaxation. I'm gonna go on that. And that's so real of her. I could also use 6 weeks of rest and relaxation.
Yeah.
The creator of Well Pod, she is pregnant. First 6 weeks can be brutal. The creator of Well Pod, Emmett, this is her life's work. She has sacrificed a lot. This has to work, and she's gonna do anything she possibly can to make it work. And then Noah is Maggie's girlfriend. And she's been a little bit absent lately, but she's still very devoted. She also doesn't know that Maggie's child isn't her child, too.
Okay.
So that's awkward.
Interesting.
So Maggie goes on the well pod, and Noah is like, wait. There's something up with the well pod. They might be faulty. But the well pod is already out on the water, and there's a storm coming. Somebody with thalassophobia who is constantly freaked out by those the North Sea TikToks with that scary song.
Oh, and they put like those
like it would freak me out. Yeah, the weird statues at like the bottom of the lake,
those are so
or at the bottom of the ocean.
Creepy.
This book sounds like it would freak me out. Like, imagine being on like a fun like vacation well pod thing on the ocean, but they're faulty. They might be evil, and there's a storm coming, and you're on the
just
ocean.
might implode.
They might. You'll have to find out. This comes out on Tuesday.
See you then.
See you then.